Depth on the defensive line is paramount for the Dallas Cowboys right now. The future of DeMarcus Lawrence hangs in the balance, after seeing himself tagged a second straight year, but he's not going to sign the tender. Negotiations will continue with the hopes of getting the deal done sooner than later, but the Cowboys have until July 15th to make it happen. Lawrence will be an off-season holdout until he sees numbers he approves of, and matters are made worse on the defensive front by the wise decision to move on from David Irving and the indefinite suspension on Randy Gregory. All of this being the case, it makes sense they'd reach back and get a deal done on Daniel Ross, an exclusive rights free agent who just had his option picked up for the 2019 season, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. They also exercised options on Allen Hurns, Joe Looney and linebacker Joe Thomas, one day after re-signing Justin March Lillard, keeping all five in tow for 2019. Ross initially signed a 2-year, $1 million contract in 2017, and has just 19 combined tackles in 16 games, but 5 have been for a loss, and he has 9 hits on the opposing quarterback with 2 sacks. Those are more than solid numbers considering his minimal snap count, and being an ERFA gave the Cowboys sole discretion to either exercise his option or to let him walk outright, because he wouldn't have had the right to negotiate with other teams unless the latter occurred. They had until March 12th to make their final decision. Ross may not be a starter, but he's impacted a game or two in his time with the Cowboys. Why, hello there Daniel Ross. pic.twitter.com/RNZRPVQHH4, Patrick Walker, no C, @Voice of the Star, September 12, 2018. If you need another view of that great Week 1 play, here you go, a look at how Daniel Ross forced the fumble by Christian McCaffrey. The only knock here is Ross was given only 17 defensive snaps, which isn't a knock to him as much as it is a nod to the newfound depth on the Cowboys' defensive line. In the end, it's all about what a player does when given the chance, and Ross' stock flew north after the outing. He was ultimately relegated to the inactives list later in the year as the team opted to again give Taco Charlton a chance to prove himself, but the depth Ross provides and his ability to help stop a run was missed when he wasn't on the field in December. Not bad for a guy who went undrafted earlier that spring out of Northeast Mississippi Community College, having also spent time in the Canadian Football League, constantly scrapping to get an opportunity in the NFL. The Chiefs gave him a shot on their dressing room, but it's the Cowboys who put him on the main stage, and now they'll bring him back as a critical part of the supporting cast.